Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to BoJack Horseman. Episode 10. We have... Is it only... Well, no, 16. Wait, I keep thinking it's 13.
No, I do, and I got it in your head. I'm sorry, Amon. You keep reminding me it's 16. That's it. That's crazy.
Wow, the countdown begins. Okay. Oh boy.
That's really sad. There's only 6 more episodes.
Yeah, that's actually really... And we'll be done with, like, within 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh my... It's really sad. I guess we weren't prepared for that, so this has been so great.
It
but
has.
I mean, we should,
but also stress.
Yeah,
but it's good
in a great way.
Good way.
Like I didn't think. Again, these kind of shows are so surprising when it's just like you really get into your feels and have to reflect on your own selves. So
yeah,
this is a special one.
Really good, and the last episode was basically them calling, who called? Charlotte called BoJack finally.
For Penny.
So now BoJack is aware, and he might put 2 and 2 together with Hollyhock. Potentially, maybe not. No.
It's probably more trying to fix the situation, which I don't know how you can't call off the paparazzi. It's impossible.
No.
So.
No, it's like it's already in motion now, so it's gonna come out one way or the other. The problem is, it's just the poor victim. It's going to be it's going to be rehashed again, like that experience, and I don't know, feeling the whole thing's bad times.
Yeah, but we're gonna enjoy it nonetheless.
Yes, we're gonna jump in.
Yeah, and nice to see something about Diane. So.
Oh,
well, there you go. So that'll be, which is good because that's realistic too for. Yeah, But anyway, let's just see what it is.
We'll jump in. We do have Patreon. We are ahead there. Full-time reactions. We do the clear, so don't worry about that. We have other shows, movie reactions, and all that good stuff on our Patreon. So if you'd like to support us there, you can click down in our description box below.
Yes, and don't forget to leave a comment, and subscribe. All right.
Home of baby humans. Oh.
Look at this. Fork and knife individually wrapped. So much plastic.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, that's. Oh man. Oh jeez. Dang, that looks good. Oh, that's nice. Aw.
Yeah.
The drugs. Yay.
Oh my gosh.
An eel?
Great. I've made my romantic offer. I've officially been a good boyfriend. I will now retreat to our living room to play video games all day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard to write, especially about yourself.
Yeah.
A memoir.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Diane, and I am a young girl living in Boston, and ever since I was that, I wanted to write good things that were good. This is not good. Fix this later.
Because I read an article about the Japanese art of kintsugi. It fell apart again.
It kept falling apart like our marriage.
Is that something? Is any of this
the writing process. Oh.
All without having to endure what the Chicagoans refer to as spring. Hey, Chicago, 49 degrees is not spring. It's the non-Lachey half of a boy band.
Diane, don't workshop your material in casual conversation. Howie Mandel used to do it too. Like, really, Howie? You just happen to have a rubber glove in your pocket.
All I need to know is actually right.
You gonna put any stories about me in there?
I think I've written about you enough.
But no one else is as good at it.
I'm sure someone will rise to the occasion.
Oh yeah, there they are.
No, we're on the lookout for the 4th penny, and God willing, she'll be the lucky one.
Oh, you're gonna start a fire.
I know, right?
Sorry.
Is that like a cuss word?
This is best Sister dear, it appears we found our
These kooky characters they come up with sometimes, so.
Okay, you actually have to go back 250 years to the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, taxation without representation is wicked unjust, bro. Check it out. I'm teabagging the harbor. Oh, no freaking way. Go Pats!
We don't see size here at Trauma.
Okay, but can you help me?
Sure, I think it would help if you figured out why you need to put a number on your body and let me get back to this mystery. Thanks.
What in the world?
Hello?
Oh my god, she's like taking a phone call.
Diane! Great news! Birthday, Dad.
Okay, I think it's about trauma.
Trauma?
Or damage. You know, those bowls that break and then the cracks get filled with gold and then they're even more beautiful. Maybe it's like that.
There you go.
We've all been damaged, but it's good damage because it makes us more who we are. Is that anything?
Yeah. Good damage. I like it. Send
Aw.
me the pages and we'll get them to the publisher.
Okay, but no hurry.
Okay, but no. Hurry.
Oh my god.
Some information.
BoJack. Wait, that's the fella from the police report who found the dead girl in the planetarium.
Yes.
Found
jeez.
the dead girl? Are you smelling what I'm smelling?
Oh, so that's what he told. He told people he found her.
Hmm.
He told people he found Sarah
Yeah.
Lynn. I,
Sense. What
Yeah,
happened
that's
to
how they
Penny?
played it or spun it.
Oh,
Oh.
Our scoop's flown the coop.
Go, go, go! Gotta stay in the loop.
Brothers would think they were, quote, wicked smarter than a girl.
That's all you got?
I got other things. There was lots of shit constantly. I just can't express.
This what you're
yeah, I feel her. Oh my god.
I'm Ivy. My mom and I just moved to Chicago from Southern California.
No, I can't.
My dad died, and we needed a new start. I don't really get Chicago yet, and the winters are cold AF. I'll take the case. Oh, and also, I'm Vietnamese American.
East.
Ivy Tran, food court detective.
Wow, I like this. It's fun.
I'm not writing the mall-related mysteries of Ivy Tran.
What not?
Guy, come on.
No, you come on.
You come on.
Diane, I'm gonna tell you what I always tell my good friend Eileen.
Don't do it.
Eileen, come on.
Come on. Aw. Aw, he's so sweet.
Hello.
I soft pitched your book to Brad Pitt's company Plan B and Craig Bierko's company Plan C. They're very excited about the movie adaptation.
Already a movie.
I don't know. You're still on the phone with me. Right. The town has really responded to your pitch about damage.
It wasn't a pitch.
Imagine all the little Diane
Listen.
fans just waiting to see their
Listen,
story
piece
about
of
pigs in LA.
You don't think it's too sad, do you? It wouldn't be better if I wrote something more fun?
Diane, sad is the new fun. Besides, the sad is what makes it you.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe you should check your blood pressure while you're here, hun.
Sorry, Diane, I gotta go.
Oh no, she's not gonna take. Oh,
New
no.
Yen. New Yen. No one.
Mm. Mm.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Pen. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just thought I'd stop by. A girl can't visit her mom. Why are you grilling me?
Slow down.
Something happened at work.
Something?
Oh my god.
Did you follow me home? If you didn't want to be followed, you should have been more judicious.
Call the cops right
I
now.
know.
Whoa, BoJack came to Oberlin?
And what happened? Nothing. I mean,
why didn't you tell me?
I saw them and told BoJack to leave. That's it.
Were they intoxicated?
Is BoJack ever
Oh yeah.
intoxicated? BoJack got Sarah Lynn drunk? Do you think BoJack got Sarah Lynn drunk?
Penny.
I'm not a kid, okay? We should tell them about Maddie.
No.
Who's Maddie?
Oh.
BoJack was living here and he bought her booze before the prom and then she got alcohol poisoning.
I'm sorry, he was living here.
What's this, a party? You guys forget to invite Kyle?
Dad,
Now it's a party.
Kyle, these folks are from the refrigerator repair company, and I just told them that our refrigerator is working fine, and they
Yeah.
were
Oh,
just
she never told him about any of it.
Anything else, please do give us a call.
Huh. You know, the wine fridge has actually been acting kind of funky.
2 refrigerators? Ha! Give my regards to the Rockefellers.
And he takes the cup.
I know, he did.
Keep it
Oh.
down, please. I couldn't sleep. And you're like shout whistling at me.
Hey, I'm just whistling. Chicago style.
Don't.
Is that a thing? I know they always go, I'm from Chicago.
Hey, how was the writing?
What do you mean?
You were gonna write today.
Oh gosh.
Diane, what's wrong? Whoa.
It's okay. I got in the plant.
I had to think fast. Went for the plant.
Okay, but the sink or the shower? There's so many drains in there.
Right, gotta work.
Of course you are. Are you? One of those stupid pop culture analogies I'm always doing. Because you're charming at first, but eventually enough already.
You think you're a beautiful salad bowl? Conceited much? More like
You're not a stupid person, but you can't just...
I want to die. It's so much worse than before.
Baby, you're going through withdrawal.
Do I have to just be on drugs forever now? How am I going to finish the book?
Okay, forget about the book. All right, then when you even out, we can talk about trying something else, okay?
Okay. I just want to be a beautiful salad bowl.
You are a beautiful salad.
Oh, Diane.
The process. It's tough.
How are you doing?
A little better today. And, I wanted to say sorry.
For what?
I don't know. Being Diane.
Stop.
I let the stress get to me.
Being Diane, you're not a verb.
I sent her the Ivy Tran food court detective pages.
What?
I'm sorry, okay? I made an executive decision.
You're not an executive.
I made a boyfriend decision.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is depressed.
Yeah.
And someone needs to make a decision.
Oh. Hello.
Loved it.
No.
I love the protagonist.
So loud.
I love the world. I love that it wasn't your sad memoir about your boring life.
What happened to sad is the new fun?
I didn't know you could write this fun. You gotta finish this thing. I'm on pins and needles, and I'm not just.
It's good to do side projects if you can't do something. Just focus on something else.
She's so quick.
She's good at her job.
I'm saying is that it doesn't because that's not the book I'm writing.
I'm hearing a maybe.
I'm not.
Are we gonna have a Boston style fight now?
Just be fun and popular like me.
I don't know how.
Sure you do. I'm clever and free-spirited and a little bit sardonic, but not so much that it's off-putting. I have vulnerabilities like everybody.
That is you. That is you, Diane.
That's the way to be.
It's not that easy.
It's just...
But wouldn't it be nice if it was?
Mm-hmm. Like she can channel that life in her book, like since it's not her on the outside.
The students.
Excuse me.
We have to talk.
Diane, don't be rude to the actors. For most of them, this will be the height of their career.
Oh, that's true.
This episode of Birthday Dad is an all-timer.
Penny, I wanted to get something.
Oh, evidence or something?
Penny.
If we can get the word out, if people knew.
It won't be just him in the story. It'll be you and me. The mistakes we made. Mistakes I made.
Oh, she feels ashamed too. Like she kissed him and...
Please, just think about it, okay? Just give it a couple days, and then if you still want to talk to them, you can call them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about yourself and what's the best choice.
Stay the night?
No, I should go.
Okay. Yeah. I love you.
I love you too.
Where's that fan?
Oh yeah, she is trying to like hide this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on, Todd, let's go.
But I want to see if there's an after-credit scene.
This is not Marvel, baby.
Because when I was reading it, I could tell you were having fun.
Yeah, but I'm not writing a book to have fun. If I don't write my book of essays now, I never will.
So, don't write your book of essays.
I have to.
Why?
Because if I don't, that means that all the damage I got isn't good damage. It's just damage. I have gotten nothing out of it, and all those years I was miserable was for nothing. I could have been moving. All the abuse and neglect, it somehow made me special. And I decided that one day I would write something that would make little girls like me feel less alone. And if I can't...
Well, that's what your character does.
Maybe this book does that too.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly her memoir.
No, absolutely not.
Ivy Tran is Vietnamese American. And
BoJack?
oh, shit.
Charlotte, I swear I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, man. Great show.
What? Huh?
Is he having a heart attack?
BoJack!
Oh. What?
Damn.
Oh my god. Did he have a heart attack or what was that? Just
Panic
like a
attack or a
panic
heart
and
attack? I mean, he's older
couldn't
now.
breathe?
I don't know.
Just not enough oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, that's... Oh, man. You know, I love this show because literally Diane's whole thought process, that's just like, man, haven't we all literally have that same scenario in our heads as we're trying to process or do... Man.
Yeah, literally like thought word for word some of the things she said or like felt. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I'm just like, oh, because you're right. Because just the whole, my damage isn't that bad. Like, oh, woe is me to say, like, and not give example. Because, like, I know we like to diminish our own trauma sometimes.
Yeah.
We're just like, we're just like, well, you know, I know that people have it worse here or there, but it's just like, that's not you. That's not, that's someone else's situation. You need to focus on your situation. And for you, it is trauma and it is bad. And it's, you don't need to compare your trauma to other people's trauma and like trying to be like yours isn't important or valuable. It's, oh man.
Right.
I don't know. I've had that a lot where I'm just like, well, I grew up in a good household. My parents were there at all my basketball games. So it's just like, who am I to say I'm damaged? But then it's just like, when you really look at it, you are still damaged. Just because it's not this, they're not beating you, doesn't mean that you're still not getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Sorry, that was a long process to get to that point.
No,
but
it makes sense. It's definitely it's tough to see or to express your damage, maybe, like even to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, so imagine writing out your whole story, your whole memoir, and it just, you know, it might be helpful as like therapeutic maybe to write it out, but does it necessarily have to be the thing that you have to do? But it is, I'm sure you felt that too. It's like, well, what is it all for? What was all the stuff that I went through?
Yeah.
For what? There's literally, I feel Diane it's just literally recently that I feel like my eyes have opened to, like, I haven't been genuinely happy in I don't know how long. I've been in survival mode since I was a kid. So since moving out and being on my own, things, you know, and that process was hard, but like taking a day at a time, like I literally, because I would live my life trying to get older because I knew as an adult I'd be able to take care of myself in some way. But that little did I know I would be so like damaged and traumatized and brainwashed, you know, in the cult of, Christianity, at least for my experience. It would keep me behind in a lot of ways. So I didn't realize that I was I obviously had happy times and, you know, all of that. Like, I've had happy times, but I've been thinking like, this is just the first time I feel pretty too in a long time too. I've been thinking I have this distorted view of myself as like physically, like I felt really ugly and like I'm really messed up. Something's wrong. It's just, so this process with like taking the medication, but also doing therapy, also doing this and stuff, like I realized, oh my God, I'm lucky enough. Sorry, this is turning into the thing, but
you're fine.
Because I understand that when you're in survival mode, it takes a lot. It's a lot more hard to get to a place where you can decide to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have worked my way to a place now, and I very appreciate. Oh man, yeah. It's just I don't have to survive anymore. I can enjoy my life.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that would ever happen. And yeah, lately I've just been feeling really good. And it's just, I have my hard days still, because it's just your brain is wired.
Everyone has hard days. So it's, it's not being a failure, or it's not like you taking a step backwards if you have a hard day. That's life. That's natural.
Yeah.
But
I guess the last thing I'll say too is like having, you and the channel and like you guys and this is very stable place of like, okay, like we've had our moments too where we're like, how are we going to work this out? Like we got upset because our communication, we just couldn't understand. And I was always getting offended, like, everything's so personal, like whatever. But it's just like having people that are stable and like, no, they don't leave you, even though you've had like this moment, and you're like, no, so that's been a big thing. And then finally being in a relationship where he's lets me just cry. He cries with me because he's hurt by the hurt I've been through. I've never had that, so it's just like to be seen in all these different ways, and like I feel very happy. So it's just weird. Just I really relate to Dan right now.
And I thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing. I know it's off now.
Really hot in here.
Well, no, that's really beautiful what you're saying, and I think you're in a much better place than Diane, which I know you weren't comparing you to, but one thing I will say is like I see the efforts that you're taking every day. Or at least when I see you. And, like, I think what's been really beautiful and something that you've really understood is, like, people aren't going to always judge you and people aren't going to leave you. Even if there's, like, these ugly moments. It's like, I know I've had my fair share of crap in our friendship and, our fights. But it's like, it's never... Like, in my mind, when we have our fights, I'm never to this point, like, I'm going to leave or anything. And so it's just, like... for us to be able to stay and have that reassurance, I think.
Right. Well, and we can be real with each other.
Yeah, and it's just like
run away.
Yeah, it's just like you can be real and not like be like it's over. It's not like this end thing. It's just like we always found a way to communicate and we've had to hash it out but we talk about it at the end and like
we'll get to a place of understanding and then we might.
And then
go back
we're fine, but that is life. Like any
we're also
relationships.
The thing is, we're not toxic to one another in the like where we're weighing each other down or something like that.
It's never like it's never
Because like if we were toxic, then that would be a different thing. Where okay, well this isn't changing. We need to do, but we were. At least like uplifting one another,
open, compromising, vulnerable enough to like just be very honest about what's really hurting us or bugging us. And we're both trying to also be better people. That's another big part of it too, which Diane is. And that's why I know she's going to be successful. It's like she's still trying. Those hard days are going to come. Those days where you're just like, oh, sometimes I just wish I want to die. It's just like those days happen. They're horrible days. But then you just know that how can I be better? How can I be better for myself? And now she has this book. And this is where I wanted to go with. We're shifting now. But with her writing this book and the Ivy Tran or whatever, that's such a beautiful way to express yourself. Because it's like you cannot, you're not an extrovert. Extrovert? Extrovert. You don't go out there, but you can create this whole world and scenario and fantasy that makes you feel good because you're having fun writing it, and then all the little kids or whoever's going to be reading it is having fun writing it too, and that's a way to even bring out your trauma.
Exactly.
But in a more uplifting way than to be, oh, woe is me, sad, depressed, which is also fine.
Right.
But this is a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, that made me think of Tolkien because like the Lord of the Rings, it's obviously it's based off of the wars and stuff that he had to see in the trenches and stuff and meeting different, ethnicities and whatever in the war. So it's just like, and he created this fantasy world out of that. So it's like, who's to say she can't take her own inner experience
and the lessons you learn reading the Lord of the Rings and learning about like friendship, true friendship, true loyalty, camaraderie, like all of that. It's like you can make a fun book, and you can put the character, like, the trauma in that character, but she's survivor. Survivor, and the kids will be like, oh wow, if she can do that, I can do that.
She's empowering. So, it's just, I don't know. So I like that Princess Carolyn talked to Diane about that, and just like,
and her boyfriend doing the
boyfriend.
Yeah, he's great.
Gosh. He's great. Maybe I need to move to Chicago.
No, you just got. I don't know. It's
I'm not. I'm not moving there. It's too cold.
You can't deal with the cold here.
I can't deal with the cold here.
So I don't.
And it's like 3 months of actual legit cold. No, I can't. No. But this is good. This is great.
Yeah, it was.
The whole Penny, Carolyn, Charlotte.
Oh yeah, that's interesting, because it seems like Charlotte doesn't like, because Charlotte kissed BoJack. And I wonder if that's the thing. She does. If that comes out, then that her sin might come out too. So it's like, I don't know. I may be reading that wrong, but like, first of all,
she has guilt. She
does.
And that's, I think, the leading thing to almost. I mean, luckily, now she's not like hushing Penny, like, don't you dare.
That's true.
She's giving, like, she's wanting her to really think about it. Yeah. But she's also, but then she tell her nervousness and calling. Yeah.
She called it behind Penny's back, called BoJack. Yeah. So I don't.
And keeping it from her husband, like, that's, I mean, it's not like she's trying to be sneaky, but I'm sure she just has a lot of.
Oh man, and her husband would understand. I feel like he would understand.
Yeah, I feel like he would.
It was a kiss, and sadly, like, I mean, she didn't love it. It happens, and I think, but you have to be honest with your husband, and then, like, be apologetic. But oh man, I'm so worried. What if it does, like, ruin her marriage somehow? Like, all of this just, like, it sort of did, I'm sure, because she's kept this piece, like the fact that what happened to Penny. Yeah, it's like she brought her friend or old friend and created this problem. Like, she feels like she's a part of the problem too. But I just worry that, like, their whole thing will crumble.
It probably will. It probably will. In the wake of, or, in the shadow of BoJack, it happens, unfortunately. Even when he's trying to move on and be good, like, his past is still there.
It's still there.
If Gina's came back too, it's just like there's past things. It's just like, you can be a better person, but you still got to own up and be accountable.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, it's gonna It's gonna be stressful.
Yeah, it is. But another good or great episode. I mean, it was really creative the way that they
Diane's whole thing. Yeah, I thought that was just a great representation of, like, what it's like.
Yeah.
And just in the head process, even the writing process, like when you're trying to write papers for school, you're just like, where am I going? But yeah, it was great. Very creative.
Yeah. God. Well, good for Diane, at least. That's all I can say.
Paige and Max, those two.
I know. And I don't know what happened to BoJack. Hopefully he'll be
well, I mean, but now the reporters are going to go after him.
Oh my God.
Ooh, that's going to be stressful. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching with us. And we'll see you guys next week. All right. This seems a little bit ghetto, but hello, everyone. We just finished the last episode of BoJack, and I realized that I didn't finish my thought when I was talking about my, like, being in survival mode, which happens a lot when I'm filming. In real life, too, I have a hard time kind of keeping my mind on one thing. I definitely like to go all over the place. So after we film, I'm always like, oh my God, should have said that, whatever, But I wanted to say that I am lucky enough to not be in survival mode anymore. My past has been really tough, just like a lot of us. We all have really hard pasts. And, you've kind of heard here and there through Abby and I about what we've lived and been through. But there's so much more, because when you're growing up, you don't realize that some things that were a bit off were really wrong, and you just don't know what's going on a lot of the times, especially in homes where there's a lot of control, and kind of that's something that I can talk about another time. I'd like to at some point go into my background, but I wanted to say that a lot of us don't realize that we're in survival mode. We just think that it's just getting through the day. We can get to the next day. Let's get to the next day. We're working. We're just trying to make money. We're living day to day. And we don't realize that we're in survival mode from like past trauma, past hardships, and now we're just trying to get somewhere. And I guess I am very lucky, and I've been working at this job now for 6 years, and it was a hobby, and it turned into what it is right now, which I'm so thankful to you guys, because you guys like have stood by us for so long. And when it's amazing, because for me I'm just looking at a camera, so it's really hard to really understand that our videos are helpful in some way, or make you guys laugh, or maybe are relatable, or maybe you don't like us, or whatever it is. At least there's something happening. We're connecting with you guys. And I just want to reiterate, I really hope that if you are in survival mode, that you can get yourself out of that to a place where you can take a deep breath and relax. And a lot of us, it's hard to just choose to be happy, because like that's not a thing you can really realistically do. But for my experience and for me, I've had to deal with depression, had to deal with a lot of anxiety. I still have those things. I have a lot of really hard, like I have hardships. On top of it, I have PMDD, or even PME, which is a premenstrual syndrome, but a dysphoric syndrome. So it's a disorder. It's premenstrual dysphoric disorder. And so during after ovulation and everything, things start to go pretty bad for me. And so that's been my situation for 13 years, on top of the trauma, which I think this comes from CPTSD. But long-winded, I'm trying to say, I'm finally at a place where I realized I'm okay, I'm safe, I take care of myself, I'm in my home, I'm taking care of my boys. They don't have other influences anymore that are like, my belief systems that I want them to believe. I can instill, because now I'm realizing what I want. At 31 years old, just been locked in a prison in my mind. It's really hard to explain that, because I didn't realize that. And through a lot of help and support, and like I was saying earlier, just the medication too has been extremely helpful. But it's a process. So basically, I think it was more of like, I had to see something within myself, basically, and say, I'm holding on to a lot of hate, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, because the people who did me wrong are, still fine, and I have to be okay with them. And then I think when you do therapy and when you look inwards and learn to, we're all victims in some way, but like that victim mentality really, really keeps you stuck in a place. You don't grow. And I just kept being like, well, it's me. I've been hurt. I'm hurt. I'm so mad at what happened to me. I'm so angry. I wish things were different. And then I have to realize that the people in my lives who caused those things for me, they didn't do it on purpose. Thankfully, I didn't have that. They also had their own issues and their own traumas and their own thing. And so it's definitely a cycle. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to reiterate that, like, I was able to finally come to a place where I could say, Iman, you're okay, you're safe, and you can do what you want to do. And it really lifted me out of this fog that I feel like I've been in for, I don't know, since I've been a kid. And I'm truly like accepting of me now, and that's a big deal. So I just wanted to come in and say that, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is not like you choose to be, that you can choose to be happy. But I think when you're safe and you don't have to worry about money issues or like financial issues or a job or where are my kids gonna eat or what am I gonna do next week, what's tomorrow look like, when you have that foundation down, that's when it's easier to finally look at yourself. So I'm saying if you're in survival mode, still don't beat yourself up about it. But what I can and like that you're not like, it seems like it's hard to get to choose to be happy. For some people, they can just be happy and they know what that is. But for a lot of us, it's hard to do that, especially when we've come from such a hard place. So I hope what I'm saying makes sense. And I hope that, I mean, the more and more we do this channel, we'll talk more about our experiences. And this show, BoJack, has really just opened that door up for us so much. And it's just, again, we've said this before, it's just amazing that like we're watching this show right now, because that's like, we're both going through, me and Abby and I are both going through that process of growing and learning. And I think truly finding who we are, trying to find who we are and love ourselves and like truly, and it's not easy at all, but yeah, I think I just wanted to say that like I am lucky to be in a place where I can choose to be happy, and it's not simple. I have to really work at it, and thankfully I have my supportive boyfriend and my supportive friends and people, my close-knit people who, when I do go backwards and I do have a moment where I'm victim Iman, or even in that child like scared place where I'm just not an adult, I'm not being an adult, I'm able to finally see that and then apologize. And the instances of me having these like meltdowns where I'm just like, I can't do anything, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, those have minimized, and I do believe that with everything I'm doing, but having a supportive partner who sees me and cares for me and is kind of like this kind of backboard, but also talks about their boundaries and like, look, I can't do everything for you. It's so helpful. And, you know, it's putting that place of like, oh yeah, this is my responsibility. I'm in my body. I can take care of myself, and I want to be happy. I don't want to be upset. Like I need to be happy in this, like, I don't know. I've just been very unhappy for so long, and I kept thinking there's something else happening, but I need to be in the moment and like realize like today is today, and like really appreciate this day. Whereas before it was just it was like, what's happening next? Let's keep going forward. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of reiterate that. So hopefully, Lisa, you could squeeze this in the right place. And I'm rooting for all of you guys who watch this, and for those who don't, that you guys can find that place of peace. And even if you're in the struggle, to try to find a moment where you're just calm and relaxed and really enjoy it. Enjoy that, where that anxiety is not there, because sometimes the anxiety is always there. But when you're laughing and having a good time, be happy in that moment, really be in that moment. And it takes work, all that, breaths and everything. But yeah, that's it. I hope this squeezes in nicely.